Hello, my fellow speakers. This is Brian, the speaker for the dead, coming to you again from the road. Just wanted to do a quick video here today to discuss some more things that are on my mind. And, oh, Brian, what is on your mind? Well, just this. What's the matter with Walt Disney? Not the man, the company. You know, I've started to wonder if there isn't anything they're not going to try and ruin and destroy at this point. The new Aladdin movie opened, and the reviews I've been reading, I won't see it. I'm not interested. I don't care. I'd rather get hit in the head with a bag of hammers than go watch that movie. Because the original was so great. I remember I was pretty young. Well, can't remember what age I was when the original came out, but it's so funny. I think I went and saw it like 4 times in the theater when it originally came out. I think it was in high school or something like that. But it's so funny. Robin Williams' performance was so masterful in that, just so good, so well done, and you really couldn't top it unless you got like just a grade A class, comedian to come in there and replace him. And who could do as good or better. But then, no, what did they do? They get Will Smith. Will Smith! Oh, God. Again, bag of hammers to the head, much preferable to going to see Aladdin. I've heard that there are going to be spoilers in this, so if you're going to see Aladdin, don't watch the rest. Just tune out. But if you have any taste and you don't want your childhood and the childhood of your children to be destroyed, watch this because you don't want to. Because I watched a review of somebody who actually went and saw the film. He talked about some spoilers, so that's how I know what happened in it. Well, they changed the story all around and make it all about Jasmine. It's not about Aladdin. It should have been called Jasmine because everything's about women now. Everybody's woke. Everybody's okay, want to tell a feminine story? That's fine. Don't call it Aladdin. Good Lord. I mean, you just... Is there anything Hollywood won't corrupt with their politics? I mean, they're destroying their own classic tales. And I don't get it. And what started this was, for me, Maleficent. The movie where they completely... I'm trying not to swear here because the rage I feel at what they did with Maleficent is so intense that it's almost indescribable. And the reason why I say that is because growing up, I saw Sleeping Beauty in the theater. It was released in theater like 2 or 3 times, and I actually saw it in the theater. And growing up, and I was amazed at that movie. It is by far and away my favorite all-time Disney film. It blows all the others out of the water. The art, the characters, the fun, it is by far and away my absolute favorite. Sorry, my camera's moving around here. Of all the films, it holds a special place in my heart. And because of that, when I saw that Maleficent was coming out, I thought, wow, this is going to be great. The Maleficent, she's my favorite all-time Disney bad guy, bad girl, whatever, bad villain. I loved Maleficent. She was evil personified, and it's this elegant, just visceral, evil kind of a character that just, you just really don't like her. And in a good way, it's just like, wow, it's such a great villain. And I love, so I thought it's just gonna be great. They're gonna take that and make a real live action story showing how great it would be to see this in real life. Well, me and my family, we went and saw, and I think we went to a drive-in. Me and some friends of ours. And our kids all in the back of our pickups. We brought beds and mattresses, and everybody's under the blankets watching these movies. And I think we went and saw How to Train Your Dragon 2 at the time, and that was a double feature with Maleficent after that. So I'm watching this How to Train Your Dragon 2. Great movie. Love those movies. They're awesome. Then we saw Maleficent. And as I say, about halfway into the film, I was like, what's happening? What's happening here? I don't get what's going on. What have they done? And then by the end of the movie, I was so angry. I mean, very few films can cause that kind of a reaction in me. So, Star Wars: The Last Jedi did that. I mean, I wanted to shoot everybody that was involved with that idiotic film. Just from the very beginning, it was absolutely awful. And Maleficent is the same way. Just inspired a rage in me that I didn't even think I was capable of, because they'd taken something from my childhood and they had just twisted it up into this awful nightmare. This horrendous sack of manure. They flipped that story completely on its head. They made Maleficent the bad guy, the good guy, and they made the humans all evil, and the evil man cut her wings off and did all this terrible stuff to her, made her the villain, and then she totally deserved going after him and putting a curse on the princess, and they made the 3 good fairies the 3 retards. Sorry if you don't like that term. It was so bad. So bad. They crapped on one of the greatest Disney classics ever made. That was Disney's crowning achievement. He put it on this special kind of film. I mean, he did unbelievably amazing stuff with that. He was proud of that movie, and rightly so. It was fantastic. The scene at the end of the cartoon version, the real version, the only one that is actually what it should be, when Maleficent transforms into the dragon. It is iconic. She transforms into this massive black dragon that is just unbelievably cool. In one of the coolest transformations you've ever seen in animation. I don't think there's anything that's ever topped it, in my book. And then you get to the Maleficent movie, and poof, she turns into this dragon that barely fills a room. The dragon in the cartoon was almost the same size as the castle. She was huge, immense. And it gives you that sense of how powerful she really was. I cannot tell you, there are not enough words to describe how bad I hated Maleficent. And guess what? They're making 2! Maleficent 2 is coming. Yay! Did somebody stab me in the thorax? I'm not even sure humans have thoraxes. And now they've done it with Aladdin. And after Maleficent, I was just like, nope, no more. I'm not going to see any of these live actions. I do not want to watch them corrupt the visions of the geniuses who created those films in the first place. They did the same thing with Beauty and the Beast. It's a tragedy. It's a train wreck what they did to Beauty and the Beast. They minimized its scale. All of a sudden she lives in town. She doesn't live outside of town. The singing and the acting was awful. It was awful. I couldn't even finish it. I started it because I like Beauty and the Beast. I thought it was a good. The original cartoon version was great. Like I said, all those early Disney movies that were coming out and stuff back in the 80s and 90s and stuff when they had their renaissance, they were great. Classic tales of fairy tales and myths, and they were great. And they were family friendly, and they were amazing. And then what they've done with them since, it's just appalling. The characters, they don't fit. They don't look the right way. The music is terrible. They add all these things in and take stuff out that shouldn't be. They made one of the characters, I guess, in Beauty and the Beast. Like I said, I never made it all the way through. I was so disgusted about a third of the way through. I got up and left. My wife's like, "Where are you going, Brian?" And I'm like, "I don't want to see this. This is awful. My kids even said the same thing. They're like, what happened? That's not how that's supposed to be. What? That's not how that's supposed to look. What are they? I mean, when you got kids going, what's happening here? I don't like this. This is awful. And we ended up turning it off. I think my wife was mad at all of us. I liked it. We're the only one. So, I love my wife, but her taste in movies and my taste in movies are kind of different things. Sorry, the camera keeps moving around on me. It could be because I'm on the road. Anyway, but I mean, seriously, wow. And now they've done it to Aladdin. They made the story all about Jasmine. The crux of it is Jasmine wants to be the Sultan because she thinks she can do it better than her dumb dad, right? Because that's the new standard. Dads and men, and especially dads, are all dumb. Every commercial, the fathers are portrayed as retards, morons, idiots. Okay, I can't tie my own shoe because you showed me how to fix a VCR. When did Dad just get the redneck treatment? I don't know how to do this here dumb thing. It's disgusting what they're doing to men. The crabby thing is, we're allowing it. Stop supporting this stuff. They emasculated Aladdin, made him a goofy little twerp in the film. I hear he's got the charisma of a ball of wax. Like I said, I won't go see it. Because, I mean, after Maleficent and a third of Beauty and the Beast, I'm like, I'm done. I'm out. I didn't go see the Cinderella remake. I'm like, no, I don't even want to see it on video. Because I don't want you to trash that freaking movie. Now they're doing it with, they've done it to Aladdin with the worst casting ever. They cast him because he was black. That's it. Oh, we need some representation in this movie. We gotta put some black people and some Arab people and some... Good Lord. With all of the fantastic I don't care if they're black. I don't care who... I just wanted somebody who could sing, for one. He can't sing. He can rap. You know, I don't go to Aladdin to hear, you know, getting jiggy with it. Getting jiggy with it. Talk singing is not singing. I mean, Robin Williams did a fantastic job. I didn't think Robin Williams could sing, but he did a fantastic job. His portrayal of the genie was epic. And now they got Will, I'm a, you know, one-dimensional character, Smith, playing the... You know, I used to really like Will Smith. But he is always Will Smith. He's one of those actors, no matter what role he's in, he's Will Smith. He doesn't change. He doesn't alter. He's Will Smith. Last movie I liked him in was Hitch. And he actually self-deprecates himself a little bit at the beginning of that movie. And I'm like, oh, well, there's a little sign that he can be something other than him. And since then, no, I haven't liked anything I've even started to see him in. Because he always plays this, I'm super black man character. Judas Priest, really? And I'm not against strong black characters. I like black characters in movies. I love them when they've got really great guys playing. And here's another thing, Hollywood. Can you stop casting Samuel L. Jackson in every single film that has a black person in it? There are other black people in Hollywood. There are millions of black people all around the world. Can you cast somebody other than Samuel L. Jackson? I don't have anything against Samuel L. Jackson, other than he's in everything. Nobody else gets to work in Hollywood as a black person because he's in everything. For Pete's sake. Anyway, that's my rant. Disney ruining its own movies, ruining Star Wars. I mean, now it looks like they're going to ruin Marvel. Marvel wasn't a Disney property originally, and now it is, and then they're going to Captain Marvel that to death. So I don't know when Disney became the absolute ultimate evil in the universe of entertainment, but boy, are they now. Yeah, I don't know. It's absolutely disgusting what they're doing. destroying their own franchises, destroying their own properties, wiping everything out. I don't want to see Toy Story now. Toy Story, because they're going to do the same thing to that. The trailers I'm looking at, they bring Bo Peep back, and apparently she's woman, hear me roar. I have changed from little Bo Peep, the cute little wonderful character, into Lara Croft from Tomb Raider. Why do you think you have to transform women characters into man characters with male characteristics to make them great, to make them awesome? I like strong women characters, and I like it when they're feminine, because the femininity is a strong characteristic. Women have babies. I don't want to do that. I like my part of the baby process. It's okay with me. I'm all right. My wife is strong. I love my wife. She's an amazing woman. Why don't they glorify that? Glorify how amazing they are at being wives and mothers, and how brilliantly they do stuff and be a part of things, but they're women about it. They're not women masquerading as men being women. You know, this is going to be, because of the Me Too and all that stuff, which I think that's terrible. All that stuff that was going on to those women for them to get cast and stuff like that is awful. If you were forcing women to have sex with you so they would be in your movie and stuff like that, you're a pig. You're a disgusting scumbag, but they've gone too far with it now. They haven't fixed it, they've reversed the problem. And now they're trying to elevate women to the point where they're over men. You think that power won't go to their head and they'll start doing the same thing in reverse? Absolutely it will. Anyway, just hang on there, guys. Hang on there. Just stop supporting this stuff. That's what we got to do. Don't support it anymore. Walk away. Walk away, walk away. It's the only way they're going to get the message. We're done with you people. We're done with you and your bastardization, pardon my French, of all of our franchises and everything we love. We're done. You're done. I hope you go broke. Keep making these multi-million-dollar movies that make $100,000. Enjoy those profits. Anyway, if you feel the same way, like, share, subscribe. Let me know how you feel about what they've done with Disney movies and the tragedies that are befalling them by the company that originally made them. Let me know what you think. I don't know if there's any way we can fix this other than to just walk away, not support them, don't be part of it anymore. But it's a beautiful day out here on the road. I'm running through Missouri. Got messed up in some flooding last night. That was exciting. Yeah, no. But I hope you all have a great day, and we will talk to you next time.